What is going on? I have binge-watched the second season of Star Trek Lower Decks, and I like it. Well, that's not what I expected. Hello everybody, and welcome to another video from my series Quick Thoughts On, in which I always talk about different stories from the rich Star Trek universe. A few weeks ago, the third episode of the second season of Star Trek Lower Decks aired. It was called We'll Always Have Tom Paris, and these are my honest opinions about it. I have a confession to make. I didn't like most episodes of season 1. I wanted to watch every episode of season 2 immediately as it comes out, but my day job takes away too much of my time, and I ended up not having time to even watch the episodes, not to mention try to make videos about them. So I ended up watching the rest of the season 2 episodes in one afternoon. I just ended with it as I'm writing this script, and to my surprise, I really enjoyed this episode and this season. I hated the first episode, but the show got better and better with every episode, and now I really can't wait to see what happens in season 3. Episode 3 is the first episode after Boimler returned to the Cerritos, and we have a running gag with him, and that the computer doesn't recognize him. So he can't get food from the replicators, and doors don't open in front of him. So this is the running gag across this whole episode, and most of the plot is actually him trying to get to the bridge to meet his personal hero. Who is his personal hero? Well, the title of the episode kind of gives it away. It's Voyager's Tom Paris. Oh, sorry, not Voyager, just Voy. Because Boimler is written as a Star Trek fan instead of a Star Trek character. Thankfully, they toned it down in the next couple of episodes. I never liked it, I don't like it, and I don't think I will ever like these callbacks to reality, or however you want to call them. So, this is Boimler's plot. Yes, his whole plot is him trying to get to the bridge. It sounds like the most boring thing in the history of most boring things, but I swear it was entertaining. I spoil nothing when I say that in the end he gets Tom Paris to sign his collector's plate, because of course real characters have collector's plates, and Boimler of course collects them. Because why try being at least slightly realistic? We need cheap laughs, damn it. Why is Tom Paris visiting the ship? Your guess is as good as mine. I guess Robert Duncan McNeil was happy that he could be a part of New Trek at least this way, when they refused to hire him as a director on Star Trek Discovery, because they already had a director who was a straight white male. I'm not sure why he didn't sue them for that. Sounds like a racist and or sexist discrimination to me, and those are, as far as I know, illegal in the USA. But he was okay with their decision and decided to appear at least this way. So now, many years after Voyager ended, he still has his old rank and makes speaking tours or something. Weird choice of career after his character growth in the 7 years of Voy. So this plotline kind of goes nowhere, but at least it's some silly fun. The second plotline made me pretty angry. Rutherford's plot is he's trying to find out why Shax is alive. Oh yes, Shax is back. Why? The last time we have seen him was when he died, sacrificing his life in the end of the last episode of the previous season. It was a beautiful moment, which is now completely ruined, because they just had to bring him back. I hate when they do this. They first brought back the Doctor in Discovery, and even though that was stupid, at least they tried to come up with an explanation. Even though the explanation used the magical mushroom land, which was occupied by fairies. So, how do they explain Shax's return? Well, they don't. They just make it a joke and then they explain it to Rutherford, not to the audience, off screen. So we don't know what happened and are asked to not ask the obvious questions like how or why. Okay, you of course can do it, but I am going to be pissed. The third subplot is the best in my opinion. It's the so-called girls trip with Tandy and Mariner. The cat doctor sent Tandy on a mission to bring her a precious family box. Now, as a person who previously owned cats, or to be more precise, who was owned by cats, I assumed that she wants the box and not what's inside, but Tandy opened it and it was basically a Cation sex toy. They accidentally break it, and the rest of the subplot is trying to fix it in such a way in which the meow of a doctor won't notice it. And this is where the girls' trip part begins. This is a very important moment for Mariner. They really tried to humanize her. I'm not going to lie, I hated Mariner in season 1, but I'm slowly starting to like her in this season. And that is a good thing. We finally learned something about both of them. For example, Tandy likes Klingon acid punk. That definitely sounds like something I would enjoy listening to. And Mariner comes out as bisexual. Is it important? No. Is it funny? No. Is it some important part of the story? No. Is it used in a later episode? No. So why is it in this episode? I mean, it surely can't be in the episode only as a cheap marketing trick, making sure it is going to be discussed on Twitter or in far-left media, right? I mean, Tandy also tells us that she wants to change the public image of her race, but that is undermined immediately by showing that her family is in the pirating business, and that actually makes it funny, meaning it has a point in the story. But what's the reason behind Mariner's sexual orientation? Except for my representation. They didn't even do the obvious thing and make her fall in love with Boimler and Tandy. I mean, that could be a good source for some dramatic tension, but they do nothing with it. Hey, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. I learned about roaches, I learned about kids jumping on my lap, and I love kids jumping on my lap. What does this information have to do with this video, you might ask? Absolutely nothing, of course. I just felt I needed to quote a classic. Anyway, they fail and break the sex toy, think even more. But what a surprise! Dr. Tiana, I think, wanted the box itself. What a twist. I mean, for those of you who never had a cat. This episode had 3 stories, one of them pretty entertaining, one annoying, and one really good. I'm actually impressed. Overall, on my standard scale from 0 to 10, where 0 is complete garbage, 10 is a masterpiece, and 5 is just average, I would give this episode 6 out of 10. Definitely above average, but there were better episodes later in the season. The good thing is the writers finally started to work on humanizing Mariner. She was an absolute awful character in season 1, in my opinion, which is a problem, since she was the main character. But as always, these were just my opinions. Let me know what did you think about this episode. Did you love it, hate it, or do you agree with my slightly above average rating? Let me know down in the comment section, and see you very soon. Bye.